For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half, and the same region is called Arzareth, which means another land. Arzareth means another land, okay? Which are the Americas, okay? Canada, North America, Mexico, you could say, Central America, and South America, man, okay? And it says, then dwelt they there until the latter time, and now when they shall begin to come. So it said that the northern kingdom, the 10 tribes, which is 9 now because Dan doesn't exist as a tribe anymore, these tribes will be here in Arzareth until the end times. That's why they're still over here, man. All right? So how much proof do you need, man?
The name of the land beyond the great river, far away from the habitation of man, in which the 10 tribes of Israel will dwell, observing the laws of Moses until the time of the restoration, according to 2 Esdras, the 13th chapter, the 45th verse. It says Columbus identified America with this land. Columbus identified America with this land. Columbus identified America with this land. This is just the excerpt from the Jewish Encyclopedia, and I'm gonna read this again. This is Arzareth. It says, the name of the land beyond the great river, speaking of Euphrates, far away from the habitation of man, in which the 10 tribes of Israel will dwell. Okay, meaning that year and a half journey, okay, as is spoken of in 2 Esdras, the 45th verse, the 13th chapter. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half, and the same region is called Arzareth. And it says, observing the law of Moses unto the time of the restoration, according to 2 Esdras 13:45, Columbus identified America with this land.
So how much proof do you need, man?
Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land. In the time of Hoshea the king, whom Shalmaneser the king of Assyria led away captive, and he carried them over the waters. So came they into another land. But they took this counsel amongst themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen, and go forth into further country, where never mankind dwelt. And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow places of the river. And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow places of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them, and held still the flood, till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely a year and a half. And the same region is called Arzareth. Arzareth, Newfound Land.